Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 151, Astros 6, Rangers 3. Let's dive into the big talking points from a huge but bittersweet win to start the series at home with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, leading off Zach Cole. Back King Cole came up clutch again with a game-dominating display after replacing the injured Yordan Alvarez, who I'll get to later. With our 2-0 lead having turned into a 2-3 deficit, the boy wonder decimated a 390-foot 2-run go-ahead shot over right with 2 outs in the 5th to put us back up at 4-3, breathe new life into the crowd, reignite the Astros and turn the game on its head. And he wasn't done there either, as in the 7th, Cole was driving an important insurance run that made it 6-3 and gave us some breathing room. Very early days in Cole's MLB career, but opponents don't have the book on him yet, so this could be a real chance to do some damage in a vital part of the season. Up second, Jesús Sánchez. The Yord may have gone, but Jesús turned out very much to be the saviour with both bat and glove here. With 2 outs in the 5th after having lost the lead, it was Sanchez's double off the scoreboard and left on a 3-0 pitch that ended his terrible slump at the plate and set into motion the big game-changing rally which Cole punctuated shortly after. On top of that, Jesús absolutely nailed a perfect throw to home when charging from left field to get Jonah Heim out of the plate as the final out of the top of the 7th to help out Bryan King on the mound and hold the 4-3 lead. Up third, Bryan King. Speaking of the King of Kings, aside from being saved by Sanchez's throw to end the top of the 7th, King was superb once again over 1 2/3 innings as his excellent season continues apace. Let's break the rules. Up fourth, Steven Okert. It was a welcome bounce back for Okert as well with a terrific 1 1/3 inning outing where he picked up 3 strikeouts. First picking up the pieces after Jason Alexander's departure and then dominating an inning of his own. Up fifth, Jeremy Peña. JP3 made a bad error at shortstop in the top of the 5th which ended up costing us the lead, but he atoned with a very important RBI double in the 7th to make it 5-3 as we turned the screw on the Rangers at the business end of the game. 3 down, first out, Yordan Alvarez. The victory came at a hugely damaging, bittersweet, if not outright Pyrrhic cost, as the big man suffered a horrible-looking left ankle injury in the big play of the bottom of the 1st. A tapper from Carlos Correa led to Rangers starting pitcher Leiter airmailing the throw to first with 2 runners on base. Both runners scored as the big man ran through a stop sign from third base coach Tony Perez-Chica, and Yordan then made a terribly unwise decision to lunge with his left leg to land on home plate instead of sliding in. Yordan's foot skidded across home and his full weight caused his ankle to roll as it bent into a horrendously unnatural position. Unsurprisingly, it audibly took all the cheers out of the Dyken Park crowd, and with it reported as an ankle sprain, the big question now is how bad the sprain is. If Yordan's been very lucky, there's a chance maybe he could return as a pure DH only in the postseason, should we get there. If not, we won't be seeing our poor, injury-cursed superstar until 2026. There weren't any other real negatives from the game. A couple of extra points to finish on, always on time. For once, it was the Astros bats that made the most of fewer hits, as despite being out-hit 10-6 on the night, it was our offense that did the most damage, going 3 for 7 with the risk chances that we had. And pressure point push. It's that crunch time when all the cliches about going 1-0 every day come out, but they're absolutely spot on. We've won one, now we go all out to win the next. With the win, we improved to 82 and 69 and cut the newly established division deficit behind the Seattle Mariners to half a game. That's it for today's Extra Innings. The next day recap. Let me know your takes on the win in the comments. Make sure you're following at Astros Fans UK on all platforms, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!